everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Bills going up against the Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. The winner's their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And that win is one to build on. And when you have a chance to make it a second win at home, it's something to explode with. Let's see how they come out of the gate.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And out of the last 86 teams to start 0-3, none of them have made the playoffs, so you're exactly right. They've got to start picking up things right now in a big uphill climb.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Again, here's Blunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Waiting to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On play action, it's Brady. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
On second down, here's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run it with McCoy. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll go again to McCoy. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play, how often you just watch him, and you almost get mesmerized by his style, and then, boom, there's another 20-plus yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now...
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Penalty marker is down here.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Throwing on first down is Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it gives the Pats a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They slot Gronkowski outright. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Play fake here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down after a good gain. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's McCoy. And there's a flag on the field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Holding offense.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Cyrus Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Now Brady, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Brady to throw on second down. This will be caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Malcolm Mitchell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A pickup there of 36. And the Bills are going to have a first down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Watkins alone on the left side. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Surveying the field. And some space here. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Can't find anyone open. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
Here we go.
On second down, Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Finding time. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Watkins alone on the left side. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
Partner, you got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late-in-the-half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they design coming out for the second half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Chris Long. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And Johnson, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Trying.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 40 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out here in the eye. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Here's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
He may have had some off-season foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
Yeah, but we see him before the game running the route tree. Looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it'll be 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Another pistol look here. Here's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
And the Bills getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. There we go with 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2 Patriots there to bring him down. Sort of a hallmark here of a Rex Ryan team last year, the #1 rushing attack in the NFL, keeping it on the ground here, eating some clock with the lead.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise. Rex Ryan's a defensive-minded head coach. He loves having a big running attack because it helps his defense out in a big way.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead
and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They slot Gronkowski outright. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control it.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Over the middle, it's Amendola. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here's Jones. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. After this one, it's always tough to lose a game. But after this one, Charles, your offensive coordinator, just a little head-scratching going on probably.
Trying to figure out what he's going to do to jumpstart his team. The defensive coordinator, on the other hand, he's going around. Way to go, fellas. Great job. Keep it going. Things will turn for us.
So for Buffalo, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.